Okay, with our board cut to 2.5 inches, this board again is going to make up our ends and our front piece, just like that. So what we're going to do is go to the chop saw and cross cut these to the final length. In this case, we're looking at a board that's 14 long, so between my two fingers is 14, and this case here is going to be 10 inches long. So we need one board that is 10 and one that is 14 from that 2.5 inch board. Okay, on the chop saw, I have the dust collectors disconnected for a second, so I can run the chop saw without turning the dust collectors on, but for the most part, the dust collectors will be on when we're making these cuts. First thing we always want to do on a chop saw is square up one end of the board to make sure that the board is square. Just good practice to get into, because you might get a board that has like a weird edge on it. You want to make sure that it's all nice and square. To do that, we're just going to take about a 1/16 or 1/8 of an inch off the board, not much. So let me resituate you over here, see if that's any better. All right. So get you nice and close there. See what I'm doing. So when I cut, when I square an end of the board up, I'm just taking just about that much off. Not much. And that's just a way to make sure you have a nice clean edge to start with. I'll go ahead and do that on both sides because I'll be measuring from both sides. You always want to measure from an end that you've known is square or cut. So I'm going to make an X there and an X there. That X tells me that the board is ready to be measured from. And the measurements again are 14 and 10. I'm going to make a mark at 14 inches. So there's my 14-inch mark right there. And what I'm going to do with my square is put the pencil on the square, or on the line, and then slide the square to the pencil. Make a quick note of my 14. And then from this side, I'm on my 10-inch board, so repeat that process for 10 inches. Pencil goes on the line, slide the square to the pencil. All right, so I want to keep this at 10 and this at 14. So I'll make my 14-inch cut first. I'll get it started here. Now you can see that cut. Again, this is the side I want to keep, so the blade goes on the opposite side of the side I want to keep. If you look carefully, you can still see that pencil line a little bit, can't you? So that's a good practice just to start with, so you can kind of get the idea. You still want to see the pencil mark, so you're using the saw to put it on the waist side of the cut, the part you don't want. And we're going to finish that cut. And we'll do the same thing for our 10-inch board. And always have the long part of the board against the fence. You don't want to hold it like this. That'd be a little bit too dangerous. Hold on, let me get you here. That'd be a little bit too dangerous. So you just want to have the long part. You always want to be holding the long part of the board. Hold the long part of the board. Okay, so again, be mindful of the waist side. And now we have our 10-inch piece and our 14-inch piece. We also need the top part, which is 21, so I'm going to go grab that board and we'll make that cut too. Okay, so this is my 3-inch wide board. I want to make my cleanup cut. Just take a little bit off. Make a mark at 21 from that cleaned up edge. And then pencil goes on the line. Pencil, get my arm out of here. Pencil goes on the line. Slide the ruler to the pencil and make your cut, make your line. And that's cross cutting.